In this class, we are bringing a close to the Unit 8, and in this, we are going to talk about a critical evaluation of China, then India, and Pakistan. And in their race for development together, almost, it is China that has come out first, second, followed by India, way down though, and third, Pakistan. Has not really made a mark. So, you just can go through this. So talking about this, we can say, let's take China. See, India, China and Pakistan have traveled more than six decades of development path with different results. Number one, China. China has performed the best among all the three nations. As it is clear from number one, if we take success in raising the level of growth, and then growth along with bringing down poverty levels. And secondly, we can see that it is used the market mechanism to create additional social and economic opportunities. Then it has retained the collective ownership of land and has allowed individuals to cultivate lands. And with this it has ensured social security in rural areas. Then also it has brought about public intervention in providing social infrastructure. And this has shown great results, positive results in human development indicators. And it has been very successful in attracting foreign direct investment. And with the result, it has emerged as the second largest economy of the world. Where is it that you will not find a good made in China, which is viable, which is economical? Everything, you just name it. It has such a wide market. So followed by India. Now, of course, when we compare it, otherwise it's way ahead of India. India has performed moderately, and which is clear from this, that a majority of its people still depend on agriculture, and in many parts of the country infrastructure is substandard, below standard. So also our education system. So also we find that though there is growth, there has been a great growth everywhere, but it has been a jobless growth. And yet we are struggling of bringing about 22% of our population, which is BPL, below poverty line. So that's a sad thing. We are still struggling. And let's take Pakistan. So Pakistan has performed poorly, as we can see. Number one, there is political instability. And that is the main, if you see, that is the main problem with Pakistan's progress. Then it is over dependent on remittances and foreign aid. Agriculture sector also hasn't really done, in that also it hasn't done well. It's still dependent on monsoons, and its dependence on foreign loans on the one hand, and increasing difficulty in paying back the loans on the other. And the reform process has really not, initially it did bring about some changes, but overall we find that poverty has re-emerged there. So that's, as we just pointed out, poverty has re-emerged because of the following reasons. We can just talk about them once again. That Pakistan has failed to bring about stable institutional reforms in agriculture. So agriculture sector is vulnerable to climate conditions. A good harvest depends upon, again, a good monsoon. Then for its foreign exchange requirements, it's relying heavily on remittances from abroad and agricultural exports. And then another thing which is really coming in the way of development in Pakistan is that it is allocating huge funds to build a strong defense system, even when it implies a huge cut in developmental expenditure. So that's one sad part. And another thing is there's a lack of political stability in Pakistan. And so, because of that, there is a huge problem with law and order. Spending on that is mandatory. So, with this, we come to an end of this particular book, that is Indian Economic Development, CBSE for 12th class. I have copiously made my notes from NCERT, and also have taken the help of Indian Economic Development, VK Ori and Jain. I've also taken help from JP Goel and Kaushal Goel, Indian Economic Development. I've also taken help from Indian Economic Development by Subhash De. That's also a textbook in economics. All follow the same pattern of NCERT. And then I've taken the like CBSE sample papers while making my notes, preparing them. So you can take that, and so many books are there. You can choose whatever you feel like and do that. So we'll start with macroeconomics, and then later on I will do question and answers. That is somewhere near, after 2-3 months, I will come up with question and answers for Indian economics. Maybe I'll do that in Hindi. Thank you for watching.